Hey there YouTube, this is CashSuper87 again. Look who got his tripod back, or got a new tripod anyway. So now I can do physical deck profile videos again, which I prefer, although DN is a little cleaner and my sound quality is a little better just because I'm actually using a microphone instead of the camera microphone. But I actually prefer to actually show my physical decks, and I think it's a lot more fun that way. But today I'm bringing you my Atlantean deck, and because I just got the Atlantean cards, and getting my tripod is very good timing to show you this. Now, I did a pseudo looking into the future deck profile build with mermails and Atlanteans, but right now it's a different kind of build, and I'll get into why. But also because the projected mermail build, they already bumped a lot of the stuff that deck needs, and so I'm gonna have to actually wait on that one to see what the prices are, which are probably going to be up the roof because everyone's gonna rarity bump them and hype them, and it's gonna be sad. But anyway, moving on. Is my camera moving a little bit? I think it is. Let me move it up. There we go. Okay. I think that'll work. Alright, starting off, we have 3 copies of Atlantean Dragoons, 3 copies of Atlantean Marksmen, and then 3 copies of Atlantean Heavy Infantry. Now, these are the main point of the deck, and each of them is a water monster, each of them is a sea serpent, and each of them has 2 separate effects. One while it's on the field, and one while it has been used for the cost of a water monster's effect. Now, Dragoons is an 1800, level 4. Marksman is a level 3 and 1400, and then Heavy Infantry has 0 attack and 1600 defense is level 2. Now, Dragoons, while on the field, he allows for level 3 or lower sea serpents to attack directly. Marksman, when deals damage to your opponent's monster, you can special summon a Atlantean, level 4 or lower, sea serpent monster from your deck to the field, except for himself. And then Heavy Infantry, when he is during your main phase, you can normal summon 1 level 4 or lower sea serpent monster in addition to your normal summon set. And then for the cost effect, Dragoons will search your deck for a sea serpent type monster. Usually I get Diva with it. Marksman will destroy a set card your opponent controls. Usually spells and traps, but sometimes will be set monsters. And Heavy Infantry will destroy a face-up card your opponent controls. And like the opposite of Marksman, it'll usually destroy monsters, but sometimes destroy things like field spells and continuous spells, stuff like that. I could see that. I could see that happening enough to justify it. And then these are the main engine of the deck, as well as a lot of the effects. And you will be using, well, I don't see myself actually using Dragoon's effect that often, because I don't see myself actually getting these both on the field where I can't attack directly with Marksman or at least do damage with him. But Marksman I'm going to abuse a bunch, and Heavy Infantry I'm going to abuse his on-field effect a bunch. So we'll see that. But that is those. And then we have 3 Deep Sea Diva, as both Atlantean Marksman and Atlantean Heavy Infantry are both targets for Deep Sea Diva. It actually becomes really good, and then Dragoons can search it out to your hand, and it really leads to a lot of very good plays. There's things like where you have 2 divas and you go diva into Heavy Infantry, use Heavy Infantry's extra summon effect to summon another diva from your hand, get Marksman, make Daigusto Phoenix and Synchros and all that stuff of things. It's a lot of your aggressive plays will come from this. But there's a lot of things you could do with that. And then the reason my deck, the actual alternate build, involves this card 3 copies of Neo-Spacian Aqua Dolphin. Now, he's a warrior, level 3, 600 attack. Once per turn, by discarding 1 card, look at your opponent's hand. It's like 1 monster card in it. If you control a monster with attack greater or equal to the attack of a selected monster card, destroy the selected card and inflict 500 damage to your opponent. Otherwise, you take 500. Now, basically, you get to look at your opponent's hand, and then if you control a monster with enough attack to kill a monster in their hand, you can just destroy it. And specifically destroy, as so no like discarding effects will activate if you hit that cards that way. But now it's still in testing. I don't know how good he'll be. In some decks he'll be really good. In some decks against some decks he'll be really bad. So we'll have to find out how good he is. But essentially he can activate the Atlantean's effects. He sees your opponent's hand, and then he might be able to destroy stuff. So I think it's worth giving a try. You can also do a bit of damage, which is pretty cool. And then the main kind of engine for the deck is 3 Gen X Undyne and 2 Gen X controllers. Now some people are kind of iffy on Undyne. They don't think that, they think they're going to draw dead controllers all the time, and they're going to be dead in the water with Undyne. Well, yes, controllers are going to come up dead sometimes. It is going to happen, and when it happens, it'll suck. That's true. But taking that negative into play, Undyne is the only water monster that will activate Atlantean effects from the deck. So you get to choose what you want to do. The versatility alone should get that through. Now currently I'm going to test 2 Mother Grizzly, mostly to search Aqua Dolphin, so I don't use my normal summon for Aqua Dolphin. So I can summon something bigger, so I can actually, destroy a card with Aqua Dolphin's effect. But we're still in testing. This might go out with these one of the other cards I have for Call the Haunteds to sort of do the same thing with Aqua Dolphin. Just use my normal summon on Aqua Dolphin and then Call the Haunted something big, so I can kill whatever I want in my opponent's hand. But we'll see how it goes. Then I have 2 Trags with summoning Aqua Dolphin and summoning Undyne and leaving myself just open. Trag can be really good, as well as Undyne can make your hand really big by adding a controller to your hand, and then if you send Dragoons, you add another card to your hand. So a first turn Undyne with a Tragodian in your hand is really good, because I can Undyne and then send Dragoons, searching Diva, and then add the controller to my hand from Undyne. So I play Undyne, ending my turn with a 6-card hand still. You attack, I drop Trag, my hand goes down to 5, so Trag's at 3,000, and then next turn it goes back up to 36, and then shenanigans from there. I can use, he makes for a giant monster for Neo-Spacian Aqua Dolphin to kill things. He can level adjustment to, Xyz with any of the Atlanteans to get water Xyz to activate their effects. He's just a very good versatile card in here. And then onto spells, I have 2 Mystical Space Typhoon. I could be running 3, but I have Marksman, so I'm not sure if I need 3, because I feel like I'm going to be using Marksman a lot more often than I will have a Mystical Space Typhoon. So, and then the other thing I'm testing alongside Mother Grizzly to abuse Aqua Dolphin as well as Undyne is 2 Surface. Now, a lot of people don't like Surface in here. I think it could be really good though, especially to solve one of the questions of dead on the field Undynes. You can go Undyne, send Marksman to the graveyard, destroy 1 set card, and then surface the Marksman, bring back Xyz with the Undyne, make Leviathan, detach a material, detach Marksman again, and destroy another set card. So I just think it could be better. And as well as it has a lot of good good, very quick versatility, a lot of speed just in making your synchro plays. I'm still testing. That might be the thing. That might be one of the cards I replace with Call. So we'll see. Then I have one salvage. I still getting Divas back, getting Undines back, getting the Atlanteans back to discard with Aqua Dolphin, and getting the Aqua Dolphins back. It has a lot of versatility. Like I don't use a lot of discard cards from my hand though. Just the thing is, it's just Aqua Dolphin, so I don't think more than one is really necessary. Then I have one Monster Born, one Dark Hole, one Heavy, staples. Onto the traps, I run 2 Bottomless, 2 Torrential, 2 Warning, and then into the weird traps, I run 2 Mind Crush and 2 Spiritual Water Art Aoi. I think I had trouble with this on the other Atlantean build. I said too. I was like, I still couldn't pronounce it. But these are to complement the Aqua Dolphins. Regardless of whether I actually get Aqua Dolphin's effect off to actually kill a card in my opponent's hand, I see their hand. And then I contribute the Aqua Dolphin or Undine off with this to rid my opponent of the best card in their hand. And then anything I also want to, when I see with this card or with Aqua Dolphin, I can Mind Crush away. So we're gonna like I said, I'm still testing the Dolphins. If they go, then those 4 will go. We'll have to see how good it is. And now onto the extra deck. We have an Armory Arm, just because I can go Diva into Heavy Infantry. We have a Cataster. We have TG Hyper Librarian, because I will be synchroing a bunch with Divas. We have a Gaia Knight as just my 1/6. I could run DeLorean, but because when I think about it, all the bouncing plays to bounce Atlanteans back to my hand really doesn't work in here since I don't have a lot of discarding things. It would work really well with Mermails and Megalo Abyss, especially, just because you could synchro for DeLorean and then bounce everything back to your hand and then drop Megalo Abyss. But I have my DeLorean if I can get Megalo Abyss. We'll see. We'll see if that'll work. I do have one Gunganeer, because Gunganeer is awesome in here and really pretty easy to make with Diva and Marksman. It's like Diva into Heavy Infantry, and then use Heavy Infantry's effect to summon Marksman, and then synchro for 7 for this. And one of the reasons salvage will still be good, but we'll have to see how easily I can make this to see if I want to add more salvage for it. One Black Rose just as a staple 7 I always do. One Scrap Dragon is just my staple 8. One Chimera Attack for my sided Cyber Dragons. Kind of my rank 2 suite. One Gachi Gachi, one Digestive Phoenix, and I don't see a lot of people doing it, but I like Shining Elf as just a nice stun card, and since I run a lot of traps, a Diva into Heavy Infantry into Shining Elf, and then set traps could actually be a really good play. But Digestive Phoenix and Gachi will probably be my more targets. We'll see how often they actually want to go into Shining Elf in here. Number 17, Leviathan Dragon. Oh, hey, look, it's the Matt. Probably your best Xyz target. At least until we get some of the rank 4 ones, or any other rank 3 waters that actually work really well. But you would stick Marksman onto something under the level 3, like an Aqua Dolphin, or a Trag that you change the level to, or another Marksman, and then you Xyz them for this, and then you can detach them to gain attack to get Marksman's effects off and start. Basically, you turn Leviathan Dragon into a walking beater, like a walking MST with feet or weapons. I don't know. I lost where I was going with that. Never mind. Moving on. Wind up Zen mains. just as a good rank 3. Number 20 Giga Brilliant, which will be another Leviathan Dragon. When I made this, I forgot. I thought that I had to, and I didn't, so I could just get another common one from Battle Pack. And then as my 1 rank 4 right now, we have Evagishki Merogeist, which will be replaced with something like Snowdust Giant, or the new Abyss Dweller card that has just been slated for a TCG exclusive card. But we'll have to see if I can get that. Alright, and then on to my current side deck. I have 2 Veilers, 2 Cyber Dragons, like I said, I ran Chimera Tech in the extra deck. 2 Snowman Eater, which also can be really good in here, because I can flip a Snowman Eater and then stick a Marksman onto it and make a Leviathan Dragon. 2 Abyss Soldier. Now, I run Abyss Soldier in the side because there are going to be matchups where Aqua Dolphin is really bad. Like sort of like standard heroes where everything's really big, and Aqua Dolphin, and like basically have to be sitting on Big Xyz or a Synchro to actually kill something. So Abyss Soldier will go in and replace the Aqua Dolphins when necessary. 1 Nobleman a Crossout, 2 Prohibition, a side deck card I really like, but also a bonus. It's also really good with Aqua Dolphin because you get to see their hand. So 2 Goes in Match. The deck is mostly water, and I can just play around with just water parts of the build enough to take advantage of it. And then 2 Compulsory. And that's the side deck. And that's the deck in general. Alright, let me know what you guys think. Like I said, I might change around some things to make Dolphin work better or worse. We'll have to see how it works like this. Like I said, I'll try to test the Call the Haunteds, and we'll keep testing to see if Dolphin is even worth it. Like I think it could be. Like certain decks, it'll wreck. Like Wind-Ups, Wind-Up Magician, Wind-Up Rat, any maxis they run, any effect failures they don't use, all those are hittable by Dolphin alone, because Wind-Up Magician and Wind-Up Rat are 600 attack, as well as that equals with Aqua Dolphin. But like I said, we'll continue to test and we'll see. We'll see if it's worth it. Instead of maybe just like Abyss Soldiers or Gen X Satellite Birdman or Abyss Spikes when they come out, because those will still be cheap. Hopefully. We'll see. Alright, this is KF Super A7 out.